six different draws which you are supposed to know, because if you do a move when you don't know that it will be a draw, then it will be a big problem. So the first draw is insufficient material, which is when nobody has enough pieces to checkmate. Wait, let me just show you and magically disappear some pieces. Here I am first going to remove some pieces. Here. And here when you put here load, it is a draw, and neither player has the enough material to force checkmate, so the game ended in a draw. And now the next is stalemate, when your opponent can't move anywhere and isn't in check. And I will show you this example here. Wait, let me just magically disappear some pieces here. You can move the video forwards because it will take a little bit teensy weensy time to do this thing to clear up the board. Here, now it is here stalemate. Wait, let me just move this to black to move, because white can move in here. Black to move. Here, it is a draw. A draw by stalemate occurs when the player whose turn it has no legal moves but their king is not in check. The next is threefold repetition, which I can show you in this example. Just do white to move. Here. Now let me just do some silly moves, even if it is a unnecessary sacrifice. It is draw by threefold repetition. Yeah, this sometimes comes. And threefold repetition is when the same board is repeated 3 times, and it doesn't even has to be in order. Yeah, if it is even like this, the board repeated 2 times, and I do this thing, even then it is here threefold repetition. Wait. Here. Now it is threefold repetition. and here it is. Why isn't it showing? Wait, let me. Actually, it is sometimes it doesn't show it on chess.com. It is because I did the first was the threefold repetition and stalemate, so it isn't letting me do a third position without resetting. And the next is 50 move rule, in which 50 moves happen continuously without a capture move or a pawn move. Like here, imagine that the queen did move number 49. Imagine that this was move number 49 and the king didn't let it do the 50th move. When the 50th move was a capture. Similarly, let me just put a pawn over here. And imagine that the queen did move number. Wait. Imagine that the queen did move number 49. Or here, the king did move number 49 and the pawn promoted it. Then it isn't a 50 move rule because the pawn didn't allow it. It moved and a pawn move happened. It only happens if no capture or pawn move has happened, which is very rare. And the next law is a little bit, you know that I can't show it here because it is draw by agreement. A player offers a draw and the other player can accept, then it will be a draw, and decline, so it will not be a draw. And that's why I can't show it here. And next is insufficient material versus timeout. It is when a player runs out of time. Imagine that a player can't checkmate his opponent and has plenty of time, and the player who can checkmate his opponent and his time has run out, then it is a draw. And actually there's no last. And you can watch our next video, which you can click here, and bye.